Welcome to 24 Hours Nothing But Net. My friend, Mary Beth, and my man, Alan. What's up, Alan?
Stop.
Hey, are you in school today or are you skipping?
No, I'm going to go after this.
You're going to school after
Going
this?
to school after this.
Yeah, your mom's
Tell Miss
pretty
Debbie
cool.
what you have this afternoon that you can't miss.
I have ice cream party.
He has an ice cream party.
What's your favorite flavor?
Dark raspberry chip and cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream and dark raspberry chip.
Man, that is a good mixture. Do you mix them up or do you eat them one at a time?
I miss them.
Alan,
I miss
give me
them
some.
all.
Give me some Louisville love. Let me see the L's up. Get the L's up.
So wear your
Yeah,
shirt you're
baby.
wearing. He's repping Patrick today.
You got Patrick on? I
Right
see
there.
him. I love it. There's my man, Patrick.
Yep.
Who's your favorite Louisville Cardinal?
Chucky at phone away Smith.
Chucky is my favorite player too. Did you get your picture with Chucky this year?
No.
No. Oh man, we should have got a picture with Chucky.
Yeah. I was saying, Chucky, come on, come here.
So I saw you at the ACC tournament. What were you doing at the ACC tournament, Alan?
I was dancing with the UWU mascot.
You were at midcourt during the tournament dancing with the mascot.
Yeah.
Can you show me a few moves right now? Come on. You did a great job. Didn't you win?
Yeah.
You won the dance off, didn't you?
Yeah, so I won a gift code.
A gift card.
Gift card to what?
I don't know. A Visa gift
A
card.
Visa gift card
And
and a coat.
a shirt.
What did you do with your Visa gift card? Did you buy your mom something?
No, I buy me something and that's what I got.
What'd you get?
Maybe the oak store.
Maybe the whole store.
Yeah.
$15 gift card. It's not buying much.
Oh man, you should have won more than that. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Alan, what's your favorite sport?
Basketball, I tackle football.
You like football?
Tackle.
Tackle
Okay.
football.
Tackle football?
And what does mom say about tackle football?
No.
You're
No.
not doing it.
No.
You're not playing
That's
tackle.
what my dad says.
What's your dad say?
Sign me up. And I give him.
You like wearing the shoulder pads and the helmet?
Oh yeah.
Do you practice tackling your mom?
Oh yeah.
Stop.
She's pretty tough.
I'm better tough.
You're tougher? What
Yes,
position
and
do
I'm tough.
What position do you play in football?
Quarter stop.
Yeah.
Scott, what position did you say he would play? Alan.
At what?
Football.
He's going to be a defensive lineman.
Hey Scott,
Hello. Good morning.
how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
You're doing good. Thank you,
Every
you and
week.
Beth, for sharing Alan with us.
I miss you.
I'll miss you.
I want it.
I'm going to win us millions of dollars.
Yes. So, Alan, do you know that I'm going to be shooting free throws for Special Olympics?
Yeah.
Can you make a free throw?
Yes.
Okay. I want to see on video. I want your mom to tape you making some baskets for me, okay?
We get outside, can't we?
Today.
Well, maybe today if it doesn't rain.
Yeah. Okay, that's
But I'll
fine.
videotape you shooting some baskets and send them to Debbie.
Oh, when after this.
Oh, you have to go to school after this? Maybe after school today if it's not raining.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Mom. Let's shoot hoops and not go to school.
Miss Debbie?
Miss Debbie 2-1. We win.
2-1. Yes. Mary Beth, tell me a little bit about your experiences with Alan through athletics, because you're an athlete, you've worked in athletics, you know how important Special Olympics is to the overall development of Alan in your family. So share a little bit with us your experiences.
Obviously sports are huge to us. I worked in athletics at the University of Louisville, and my husband still works in the athletic department there. So sports are a huge part of our family. The older girls play sports as well. Allie played basketball through high school, and Grace is a junior in high school, and she plays softball. So I played basketball and softball. So obviously love seeing the kids being in sports. Love seeing Alan play sports. Alan attends Christian Academy of Louisville, which has a program for kids with Down syndrome. I think there's about 32 kids with Down syndrome in the school.
Wow.
It's a K through 12 private Christian school. Grace is actually a junior there, and it's cool for us to kind of see life full circle, because the first two kids that started the Providence school are now juniors in high school with Grace. So it kind of lets us see kind of big picture. You know, I know he's a mess.
He's doing his stuff.
Yeah. Kind of see big picture.
Okay. I found this on the web. He's doing his thing. Check it out.
You know, what life is going to look like as Alan gets older. He has been the only Providence student to play in their intramural basketball program that they have. Loves it, dribbles up the court, can't make a basket on a 10-foot goal, but gives it a great effort. This past summer was our first experience with Special Olympics, because I don't know how it is everywhere, but you have to be 8 here first to, you know, play in their programs. And he did softball, which was really cool for me. You know, growing up, when he was younger, he played t-ball in our little community park league. But as he's gotten older, you know, you grow out of that, and then it's coach's pitch, and you're like, I'm not real sure if he's ready for that. But softball was a great experience for him. There was another little girl his age that was playing on the same team, so it was fun for them just to be out there together. They actually go to school together, so they know each other very well, and just to be included, you know, like I think a hard part for us has been finding what's right for Alan. You know, I don't want to say throw him in, but we don't want to put him in the regular leagues because it's a little harder for him to keep up.
You want him to succeed.
But we want him to be able to do the same stuff everybody else is doing.
And he wants to. He wants to do all those things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to be on a team, but my mom doesn't think I might go wrong.
That is not true at all. So his Cal school team started at Mid-America. They have the basketball leagues here, and they put a team in. Well, come to find out, it was all like AAU teams. So the scores have been like 46-3. I mean, they've gotten it handed to them. But hey, he goes out there and holds his own. You know, he may not be able to make baskets, but he'll play defense. He'll run up and down the court. The coach is great. You know, he'll play him for like a minute or two at a time. And then, you know, he gets minutes just like everybody else does. So that's been fun. But I'm looking forward to, as he's getting older, being more involved in Special Olympics and what they offer. You know, I know softball, basketball, he probably tackle football. You're
not going to win that one, Mary Beth. Tackle football, I think it's 3-1. Scott, your dad, Alan, and me against your mom. 3-1.
Dad says, sign me up, right?
Sign me up.
Yeah, because when I want to play tackle football, every day when I say I want to play tackle football, if me and my dad boy But I want to be on a team because I'm a good tackler and I'm a good doing running to touchdown and make it a thing.
Do you like to tackle the quarterback?
Oh yes.
Yeah. What about the wide receivers?
Yes.
Do you like to block on the line?
No.
You don't like to block? You just like to
He
tackle?
likes to pretend he's doing down set hut and then just full arm take us down. He's strong.
Maybe you can show me some video of that later. Oh yeah, let me see those pipes. Looking good, dude. Oh yeah, I love it. Alan, what number do you wear in basketball?
What number do you wear
in
basketball?
basketball?
When I was 14 at Cal,
In school, his number's 14, but what's your number for basketball?
number for basketball is actually 14.
Okay, and what
Who
about
else wore
football?
number 13? Who wore number 13 when they played
I
basketball?
don't know.
Your mother?
Are you wearing your mom's number?
Yeah.
Patrick wore my number at Louisville.
What?
12. Yes.
13 was mama's number, wasn't it?
No, you made it up.
I did make it up.
Is your mom lying?
Yeah.
She's not making
And tell Miss Debbie, what number does Grace wear in softball and why?
21 because she has Down syndrome.
No, you have Down syndrome,
No,
but
I have
Grace
Down
wears
syndrome.
number 21
21
because there's
because
3 siblings.
she's siblings.
And?
Jace and Yayi was the most annoying person in our family, Jace Norton.
The most important person in your family is Grace Norton?
He said annoying.
The most annoying. Alan, you crack me up. I love hanging out with you. I've known your mom for a long time. Mary Beth, you and I connected through hoops a long time ago. And for when you learned about you knew about Frankie before you had Alan.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about how our connection and how Frankie and Alan are very similar in personalities, actually.
Very similar. Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of crazy how life happens. When Scott and I started dating, I was the director of ops for women's basketball at U of L. Allie and Grace were 5 and 3. And it was kind of one of those things like, this isn't what I want life to look like being on the road all the time. And so I got out of athletics and went to work for our family's business in Somerset, where I'm from. But, looking back now, 10 years ago when I was pregnant with Alan and found out, he had a heart defect, he had Down syndrome, all these things, it was kind of, God's timing, okay, this is why you got out of athletics. And I still, as could have made it work. Everything, would have been great, but not to know, knew nothing. You read all these things and it's like people told me over and over again, stop reading what you read on the internet. But I look back and think about, you were one of the first people that I thought of and mentioned to Scott when we found out Alan had Down syndrome, because, we see you obviously do what you do and do great at it. And then, there's Frankie, and the ceiling was non-existent for him. The way that things that you all had him involved in, seeing videos that you posted of him with a personal trainer. And then, it gives us, I think you think about kids and, we talk about what's next for Alan. And of course he's like, I'm going to college. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And you're like, yeah, you are.
You are going.
And I think that's what's nice for Scott and I is, the girls being older, they're 18 and 16. By the time Grace is out of undergrad, Alan won't even be out of high school. So it's like we have, we'll be able to up and move if we need to get closer to a Clemson Life or NC State or, somewhere that has programs that, somewhere that has programs for, Alan to succeed and get a college education. And I think that's what's, really cool for me to, us to look at and think about as a family is that the sky's the limit for this kid.
Hey,
That's a good thing.
that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
That's you. You
and
are
it's
a
kind
rock
of the
star.
same thing, he has, we push him to do the same things that we push the other two to do.
Of course.
Whether it's chores, whether it's, cleaning his room, expectations that we have for him. If he has a bad day at school, he doesn't get his iPad after school. If he has a bad day at school, he has consequences here that he's not going to get rewarded for making bad choices at school.
That was my thing too. Mary Beth, anything with an on-off switch, Frankie would lose if he made a bad choice. And Alan, do you make good choices?
Yeah.
All the time?
Yeah. Daddy, why are you doing that face at me?
His thing right now he's getting in trouble for is arguing with his teacher's aide.
Uh-oh.
He's trying to be always right. He's not always right.
Alan, are you being nice to your teacher's aide?
Yeah.
All the time?
That's what's really cool about Cal, where he goes to school. So he has have fun at the track.
Well, we want them to be held accountable. We want them to suffer
absolutely. And his
consequence for a bad choice. It's not they get a free pass just because they have Down syndrome.
In the fall with his third grade teacher, she said, I want him in the room more often. So he's pulled out for math.
No.
Yes.
That's illegal.
Math and reading. So he's pulled out of the classroom for math and reading. She wants him in there the rest of the time because he's just as capable as the other children.
That's right.
And that's important to us. We want him to be held accountable. We want him to be doing the same stuff the other kids are doing, even if it is modified. So, and that's, you and I've talked a little bit about this. During COVID, I started my own nonprofit. Mm-hmm. We have a golf scramble every fall, All In for our All In for Alan, and raise about $20,000 a year in our golf scrambles that we're able to turn around and give back to programs, whether it's Down Syndrome of Louisville, Cal, Special Olympics, that, benefit Alan and, other children with, disabilities. So it's been fun. We're hoping to do more with it. Obviously, I would love to do 24 hours here in Kentucky.
We're going to get to that.
I couldn't shoot for 24 hours.
You don't have to.
Got it the other night, and Allie was like, "Could you do that?" And I was like, "I could maybe do an hour." But I also had to make sure they realized, like, you train for this. Like, this isn't something you just go out and shoot for 24 hours.
No, it's a significant training fitness program that is getting harder and harder in year 7. But it's definitely worth it because no matter how much sweat equity I have in the event, getting a chance to spend time with you and Alan like this, share your story, tell people why it's important, helps others see why they should give and why they should help us raise money so that we can organize and socialize and train and compete. Those
absolutely
are the things that Alan wants to do. You're listening to him talk to us about tackle football. Like, is that a reality or not right now? I don't, he thinks so. He's like, sign me up.
Scott thinks so too. So maybe I'm just the one that needs to catch up.
Well, I mean, there are some safety and security things about tackle football that we are well aware of, especially for a person with Down syndrome, that we have to make sure the neck is stabilized and those things. But he's an amazing kid to hang out with. He's a lot of fun. And if you got any video of him dancing at midcourt during the ACC tournament, send it to us because I want to share that. Like, that was one of the highlights of the whole week was
Well, and
watching
it was
Alan.
fun, after that, like even Saturday, walking around in downtown Charlotte, people were like, wait, that's that kid that was dancing at half court. Like people taking pictures with him. And it just, like he truly brings a smile
To us.
to people's faces. And it's even during the game. I think it was the first night, Thursday night.
No, Mom.
Stop. I'm talking.
Mom.
Don't interrupt. That's your chapel lesson for this week, is it not? Don't interrupt. Even watching Frankie interact with people during the game Thursday night and after the game in the tunnel, like it's like they're celebrities, like how could you not love these kids?
Right.
Mom, can I say something?
So
You may
fun.
say something.
Okay. So, Miss Debbie.
Yes.
So, when he said, when I was on the court, what day was it?
Saturday night when you were dancing? No, Friday night you were dancing.
No, what day would we visit, guys? What day?
We went to Charlotte on Thursday.
Okay, so we went to college on first day, and I was on the court.
That was on Friday when
Yeah.
you were dancing.
Yeah, but
I
when
saw
I
you.
was done, yeah, but I say, you the famous kid. I was so kid. You doesn't know you. And it just stopped. I took pictures of me, and I know it can smile to everyone. Mom, Dad, Yai,
Makes us happy, doesn't it?
everyone except me, because if I'm not happy, my mom doesn't need to be happy too.
Yes, you're right. If you're not happy, your mom is not going to be happy. But if your
See, I
mom,
told you.
if your mom is happy, are you happy?
No.
You being silly.
Yes.
Yes. Alan, I am so glad you and me are friends. I love hanging out with you. And you know
Me
what?
too.
I'm going to try to come to your golf tournament one of these years. I want to come
Love that
and play
one.
golf
Yeah.
with you. What do you think? Will you let me play?
I bet Miss Debbie's a good golfer.
Probably not.
What? I am a good golfer. Why do you think I'm not a
Hey,
good
it could
golfer?
be me, you, Dad, and Miss Debbie.
No, it could be me, Gigi,
Gigi.
not you, Miss Debbie, and Jace.
Who's better at golf, me or Dad?
Dad.
You just lied.
She went to the waters 5 times.
She what? 5 times?
I went where?
In the water.
In the water. I
She
did
hit it
not.
in the water 5 times?
Yes.
Did you hit it in the water?
No. I went over the.
Did you hit it in the sand?
No, I close to the.
You hit it close to the hole?
But I close to the
The green. The
Okay, so
goalpost.
I'm
That's
going
the
to tell
wrong
you a
sport.
quick story. Can I tell you a story about golf?
Yeah.
So Frankie and I are playing in a unified golf tournament. He's the athlete. I'm the unified partner. We show up on the first tee, and it's alternate shot. So as a golfer, you don't want to put him in a bad spot. So there's a lot of pressure playing with your athlete, right? Because they're good. Frankie's a good golfer too. So
Yes.
he is. Yeah, he's a really good golfer.
Oh.
So we get on the first tee, and there's another twosome playing with us. So there's 4 of us playing off the tee.
Yeah.
The other twosome has a young man who's about, I'd say 26, 27, played college golf, and he has his athlete is a young woman on the autism spectrum. So we get to the first tee, and the unified partners are all hitting from the same tee. The athletes are hitting from a different tee. So I get up, and I'm just the first tee, right? And I hit it, and I go right down the middle. I hit a good shot. I'm like, whew, right? This kid gets up, and he swings it, and he bombs it like 60 yards past me. Okay? I'm like, this is going to be a long day. I get in the golf cart with Frankie, and Frankie taps me on the shoulder. He says, I want him. He tried to trade me on the first tee. I said,
That's
no,
something you would do, wouldn't it?
we can't
Yeah.
trade. You got to be with me. So we play. I didn't realize that the two of us were in different flights because I'm thinking that if they're in the same flight as ours,
Yeah.
well, we end up winning a gold medal in our flight. We get on the stand, and the unified partner gets on the stand with him, which I had never experienced before. Frankie had already been on the gold medal stand for swimming and other things.
Yeah.
We get on, and they put the medal over Frankie's neck, and they put the medal over my neck, and we're standing on the gold part of the platform. And Frankie looks at me and he says, "Mother of the Year." And I go,
Aw,
"Yeah."
how
That's my
awesome.
saying all the time. I want your mom to win an award this year called Mother of the Year. Do you think she can win it?
No.
You what?
You don't think I would be Mother of the Year?
No, I will be son of the year.
Yeah, you would be Son of the Year.
Alan, you
It's
are the
always
best.
a competition. Doesn't matter if it's this, a game of Uno. We're a competitor over here.
I'm a competitor.
That's a good thing.
It's a good word.
Yeah.
Thank you both for spending time with us on 24 Hours Nothing But Net. We're going to work on golf. We're going to work on 24 hours in Kentucky. We're going to get that done.
I'm in the Nate. 24 hours. If he doesn't make it, cost this a fool.
Consequence of my own.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And that's what it's gonna be.
What?
What's
You have to go on an airplane, and when you have to like fly off on an airplane, and I have to float water balloons at
you're
you.
gonna throw water balloons at me out of an airplane
No, while you go down.
while I go down?
What?
That's-
Does she have a parachute?
No. That's
Alan,
why I want to do that.
I mean, anybody watching this, I don't know how you cannot be entertained and want to get involved in Special Olympics. This guy right here is a ton of fun. Mary Beth, you're an awesome family, and I'm so glad that our paths got reunited again this year through Louisville Athletics. So thank you so much for taking time. And Alan, I'm so sorry you had to miss some school to do this.
Excuse you. Say thank you, Miss Debbie.
My name is Debbie.
All right, I'll
Thank
see you
you.
soon,
See
okay?
you. Bye.